If you have scoured every known anti-gravity technology, every black project, every suppressed breakthrough in modern aviation physics, yet you have never heard of this classified Soviet device, you know nothing about humanity's hidden breakthroughs in supernatural bionics. Among all declassified, semi-confidential, and fully banned anti-gravity experiments in human history, this single machine stands alone with three terrifying, impossible, unexplainable labels: no fuel, no circuits, no engines whatsoever. It does not rely on jet thrust. It requires no propellers. It has no electromagnetic levitation coils, no ion thrusters, no mechanical moving parts of any kind recognized by modern engineering. Its entire ability to defy gravity originates from nothing more than a microscopic, nanoscale cavity structure carved naturally into the wings of an ordinary Siberian beetle, a structure so tiny, so refined, that standard human microscopy overlooked it for centuries. What makes this story infinitely more chilling is this. This is not a high-tech product of modern military laboratories. It was an unauthorized, independent decryption of nature's native anti-gravity law, discovered by a lone Soviet entomologist at the height of the Cold War. Using only handcrafted wooden frames and thousands of beetle wing fragments, he built a fully manned hovering platform. It reached a silent altitude of 300 meters, hit a top speed of 1,500 kilometers per hour, and operated with zero air resistance, zero acoustic signature, and zero physical projection. Witnesses reported bizarre temporal distortion during flight. Cameras malfunctioned permanently near its energy field. Electronic devices froze mid-operation. Time itself appeared to slow down and desynchronize for anyone standing on the platform. And immediately after his death in 2001, every single original specimen, every raw research manuscript, every flight log, every hand-drawn field diagram, and every piece of experimental data was seized and classified indefinitely by Russian federal security agencies. All publicly available information today is heavily censored, fragmented, altered, and deliberately misleading. Mainstream academia maintains a universal unified narrative. This phenomenon is nothing but illusion, coincidence, and pseudoscience. But deep confidential forum archives, darknet engineering documents, and repeated off-the-books replication attempts by independent physicists all point to one terrifying conclusion. Modern human science has never fully understood the gravitational manipulation mechanics hidden inside insect biology. In this 20-minute exclusive deep dive, we uncover the most censored, most mysterious, least understood bionic anti-gravity discovery in history. We will break down the suppressed physics mechanism, the paranormal flight anomalies, the true military reasons for state-level censorship, and the fatal unsolved flaws that make this technology permanently unreplicable by modern industrial standards. Transition, gradual pacing increase, investigative documentary rhythm, 2:30 to 5 o'clock. To truly grasp why this discovery terrified the Soviet military complex enough to ban it entirely, we must first understand the man behind the research, Viktor Stepanovich Grebennikov. He was not a rogue inventor, not a conspiracy theorist, not an amateur backyard experimenter. Grebennikov was a fully accredited, state-recognized Soviet senior entomologist and ecological scientist with decades of legitimate academic credentials. Throughout his early career, he published over 100 peer-reviewed scientific papers, specialized in agricultural pest control and pollinator ecology, and founded one of the Soviet Union's most comprehensive ecological museums in Novosibirsk. His early work was fully transparent, fully public, and widely respected within Soviet scientific community. This established academic credibility is precisely what makes his later discovery so disturbing and inexplicable. A man dedicated entirely to conventional field biology stumbled upon a fundamental universal physical principle that eluded every top-tier theoretical physicist of his era. The year 1988 marks the quiet beginning of a physics revolution that was immediately buried. During routine microscopic observations of Siberian jewel beetles, common insects found across Eurasia with no prior recorded scientific anomalies, Grebennikov made an accidental world-changing observation. He carefully stripped off the hard outer shell of the Beetle's elytron, leaving only an ultra-thin inner membrane composed purely of natural chitin. When magnified thousands of times under high-resolution laboratory microscopy, what he observed was not a random natural texture. It was a hyper-precise, artificial-grade microarchitectural structure. Instead of chaotic organic patterns, the membrane displayed perfectly layered, geometrically uniform micron-scale cavity arrays. Each individual cavity contained precisely angled pyramid protrusions and nanochannel pathways. The overall structural precision far exceeded the maximum machining accuracy of Soviet military supercomputers and industrial precision equipment in the 1980s. It was during this precise calibration process that the first paranormal gravitational anomaly occurred. Without warning, the thin chitin membrane detached completely from the glass slide. It ignored static electricity, air convection, and physical gravity. It floated steadily in the center of the microscopic field, levitating upwards slowly and maintaining stable suspension for extended periods with zero external force applied. Refusing to accept initial experimental error, Grebennikov conducted rigorous controlled tests. He eliminated air currents, shielded all static interference, replaced laboratory equipment multiple times, and even moved the entire experiment into a sealed vacuum chamber. The result remained identical in every controlled environment. The chitin membrane consistently defied standard gravitational rules. He progressed to stacking dozens of these elytron membranes into layered array structures. The moment the stack formation was completed, a localized gravity anomaly field materialized in the physical space directly above the assembly. Metal pins, fine sand grains, precision calibration weights, all standard test objects used in physical laboratories, could not remain stable on the field. They were actively repelled sideways by an invisible non-electromagnetic force. Their effective gravitational weight visibly decreased, directly violating Newtonian classical mechanics. In that moment, Grebennikov realized a century-old scientific fallacy. Most insect flight is not aerodynamic flight at all. According to strict classical aerodynamic calculations, the body weight, wing area, and flapping frequency of nearly all beetles and small flying insects are mathematically insufficient to generate enough lift for stable hovering and flight. By all known human physics, these creatures should be physically incapable of flight. The missing variable, hidden in plain sight within insect wings, was nature's secret native technology, the cavity structural effect, the natural anti-gravity mechanism of planet Earth's smallest flying organisms. Core classified mechanism segment, low, confidential tone, key knowledge reveal, 5 o'clock TOE 30. What we are about to break down next is the heavily redacted core principle, rarely discussed in public videos. The exact multidimensional gravity shielding system that led the Soviet Union to fully classify this research as strategic state-level confidential technology. Grebennikov's cavity structural effect is not simple static levitation, not air pressure buoyancy, not electromagnetic suspension. It is a triple-coupled physical system combining biological crystal materials, quantum vacuum fluctuation, and scalar wave field manipulation to achieve targeted regional gravity suppression. The first layer of the classified mechanism is natural biological piezoelectricity. Chitin, the core organic component of Beetle elytra, is a high-grade natural piezoelectric crystal material. It requires no external power input, no current supply, no external excitation. The slightest physical deformation, microscopic vibration, or minor temperature fluctuation will trigger continuous directional static electric field emission. During natural insect flight, high-frequency wing vibration sustains a stable, continuous piezoelectric field output across the wing surface, forming the foundational energy basement for gravitational interference. The second layer, the absolute core classified secret, is microcavity scalar wave resonance. The billions of micron-scale sealed cavities on the chitin membrane are not ordinary hollow holes. They function as naturally formed quantum resonant chambers. These biological microchambers filter and reorganize ambient electromagnetic waves and cosmic background radiation, converting conventional transverse electromagnetic waves into lossless, non-diffusive, longitudinal scalar waves. Scalar waves are almost entirely excluded from mainstream public physics education. Unlike standard electromagnetic waves that propagate linearly and decay with distance, scalar waves can bend local space-time curvature, dynamically adjust regional gravitational constants, and form independent, isolated gravitational domains. This is not lift generation. This is localized gravitational field shielding and space-time modification. The third layer of the system is macroscopic amplification of the Casimir effect. The nano-level gap spacing inside natural insect cavities triggers quantum vacuum fluctuation and generates ultra-weak Casimir repulsive force. Under normal industrial conditions, this quantum force is negligible and undetectable by conventional instruments. However, when billions of natural biological cavities stack in precise layers and achieve synchronous macroscopic resonance, these trivial quantum repulsive forces converge exponentially, forming a macroscopic anti-gravitational field powerful enough to counteract Earth's gravitational pull on human-scale objects. This single triple-layer mechanism explains every paranormal phenomena observed in Grebennikov's experiments. His device did not fight gravity, it turned off gravity within a bounded physical zone. Top-secret physical object exposure, atmospheric escalation, immersive description, 8:30 to 11:30. Once you fully understand the underlying quantum bionic mechanism, the terrifying simplicity of Grebennikov's manned anti-gravity platform becomes almost surreal. The entire device shockingly lacks every component defined as essential for human-made flight systems. There are no batteries, no circuit boards, no chips, no motors, no fuel tanks, no turbines, no thrusters, no wires, and no control processors. The entire structural assembly consists of only three basic parts: a solid natural wood base, a rotatable central vertical control pillar, and two simple manual grip handles. The only functional core component is thousands of layered, staggered, wild Siberian Beetle Tron fragments fixed tightly to the bottom of the wooden base. That is the entirety of the machine. No other parts, no hidden mechanisms, no auxiliary energy systems. Yet this seemingly primitive assembly recorded the most unexplainable manned flight data in human aviation history, data never replicated by any modern laboratory in 40 years. All authentic records originate from Grebennikov's private classified manuscript, My World, most chapters of which were permanently redacted and seized by state security forces after his passing. Only fragmented leaked paragraphs survive in private engineering archives. First, absolute silent hypersonic flight. The platform could hover steadily at 300 meters altitude and accelerate instantly to 1,500 kilometers per hour. The operator experienced zero wind noise, zero mechanical vibration, zero airflow friction, and zero inertial resistance. The flight stability surpassed every modern stealth aircraft and hypersonic vehicle. Second, natural optical stealth and electromagnetic shielding. During flight, a faint white luminous halo enveloped the entire platform, blurring its physical outline and rendering it nearly invisible to ground observers. Most terrifyingly, all photosensitive sensors, cameras, video recording devices, and electromagnetic detectors would instantly black screen, freeze, or suffer permanent hardware failure within the gravitational distortion field. This is not folklore. This is a predictable physical side effect. Space-time curvature distortion disrupts photon propagation and electromagnetic signal transmission, making traditional optical and electronic recording fundamentally impossible. Third, measurable temporal distortion. Grebennikov repeatedly documented abnormal time dilation during high-altitude flight. His mechanical wristwatch displayed irregular time acceleration and stagnation. Surrounding landscape visuals produce spatial distortion and positional offset. These are unambiguous weak space-time bending characteristics, an effect theoretically only achievable by extreme high-energy astrophysical objects, not a simple wooden Beetle wing platform. Fourth, infinite endurance, zero-energy flight. As long as the natural chitin cavity structure remained intact, undamaged, and mold-free, the gravitational shielding field sustained permanently without any external power charging, fuel supplementation, or routine maintenance. Every original flight log, hand-drawn field radiation diagram, and controlled experimental record was officially classified as restricted internal data after 2001. All public materials available online today are deliberately incomplete, doctored, and downplayed to eliminate the technology's strategic threat. In-depth military suppression analysis, core strategic decryption, 11:30 to 14 o'clock. The average audience will ask a critical question. Why would a sovereign nation expend state-level censorship resources to suppress a private civilian bionic invention? The answer lies in its irreplaceable strategic military dimensional advantage, a technological leap capable of collapsing the entire global modern defense system overnight. First, full-spectrum undetectability. Modern air defense systems rely entirely on radar reflection signals, infrared thermal radiation, and electromagnetic emission sources to lock and intercept targets. This bionic anti-gravity platform has zero heat signature, zero electromagnetic radiation, zero airflow disturbance, and zero acoustic signature. It is completely invisible to all existing detection, locking, and interception systems. Second, supreme ultra-maneuverability. The platform operates outside aerodynamic rules and inertial constraints. It can start, stop, hover, accelerate, and perform right-angle instantaneous direction changes at hypersonic speeds, movement impossible for any man-made aircraft, missile, or drone. Third, zero-cost infinite combat endurance. It requires no fossil fuel, no electric energy, no logistics support, and no routine overhaul. With theoretically permanent service life, its strategic operational value completely surpasses all existing aerospace equipment. If this technology had been made public and industrialized in the 1990s, global aviation, military defense, and energy industry systems would have faced comprehensive structural collapse. This is the ultimate reason why Grebenakov's discovery was immediately defined as high-risk, confidential, strategic technology and suppressed permanently. Decrypting the unreplicable core flaw. Debunk all fake online replicas. 14 o'clock to 17 o'clock. All so-called replica devices circulating online, including popular Russian disc-shaped levitation machines and civilian simulated cavity structure devices, are low-level fake imitations that never touch the real core principle. Over the past 40 years, countless independent teams and professional engineers worldwide have attempted replication through two technical routes, both ending in total failure. The first route is pure biological replication. Researchers collect various Beetle elytra and assemble layered arrays strictly according to leaked original drawings. The result is only extremely weak static repulsion, capable of shaking tiny gram-level objects, with zero ability to generate macroscopic lift or manned flight. The second route is artificial bionic simulation. Teams use resin, ceramic, and laser precision carving to simulate Beetle cavity structures, matching visible physical dimensions perfectly, and superimposing high-voltage electric fields and radio frequency resonance. Although some videos display short-term levitation, all devices rely entirely on external power cables and immediately crash once disconnected from external energy supply. The fatal unreplicable loop, completely erased from public documents and only recorded in Grebenikov's raw private logs, is finally exposed here. Effective anti-gravity cavities require naturally calcified chitin structures formed by living wild beetles under specific Siberian ecological conditions. Artificial synthetic cavities and carved simulated structures only replicate